The opening of a game is like the opening of any other presentation. It needs to capture the interest of an audience and provide some context for the scope of the work. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance manages its opening well and keeps it pretty concise for all that it accomplishes. Besides the visual appeal of a cinematic cutscene in a Fire Emblem game, there's quite a bit of world building and development that can happen in a cutscene. So let's take a look at what I enjoy as one of my favorites in the franchise. The opening begins panning from above a green forest into the woods, creating a sense of peace and comfort. The sound of birds chirping is interrupted by the clashing of wood on wood. A boy and his elder are sparring in the forest, and someone is obviously the more skilled of the two.
Well, Ike, you had enough?
Ike has certainly not had enough. Provoked by such a question, the nerve of this taunting old man, he rises to fend off his sense of defeat and goes at it with even more vigor than before. As soon as this continues, a young girl comes running up to call for Ike and her father. Apparently these people know each other well. As the man looks over with a pleasant,
"Oh, missed."
Ike sees his opening. But to no avail, Ike's attack is sidestepped and countered with a blow to the back, shifting his momentum into yet another fall.
Oh, no.
Only this time, Ike's not getting back up. At least for now. Already the scene has established who these characters are and their relationship to one another. Ike's already a protagonist who's clearly motivated to win, but he needs growth to reach his goals. The player is rooting for him as soon as the game begins. The elder man is apparently Mist's father, and it's left to us to infer that Ike and Mist are siblings. Without questioning it, our affection for these characters is solicited by the connection they share with one another. As Ike slumbers peacefully on a dirt bed in the midst of this quiet forest, he dreams of a woman, which, by virtue of looking much like himself and Mist, is probably his mother. He sees her caring for him at his bedside. We hear a harp strumming out a theme that would eventually become associated with Mist as well. The woman's face fades from view, and Ike awakens to the transposition of this melody now being hummed by his sister, who's plucking flowers from the lakeside. Approaching Mist, Ike recalls to her that the song is familiar, and she rebuttals with,
Ah, you're up. About time.
and her face becomes the very image of the woman from Ike's dream, now confirmed to be Ike's mother's, as well as Mist's. In a brief moment, this scene connects these characters together and asks the player to get to know them. It establishes a reason to invest in Ike's development as a protagonist, and it begs the question, why isn't his mother physically present? And where is she? This scene is the first thing the player will see upon starting a new game, and it manages to effectively hook their interest and introduced 4 characters in no time. Introducing characters in rapid succession is something often done in the Fire Emblem franchise, and a cutscene is one of the best ways to do that, as shown here. Granted, not every character can feasibly be given a cutscene, but here, in the beginning of this game, exists a potent example of stellar world building through cinematics. The cohesive and subtle ways that the characters are tied together, as well as the general beauty of this scene, are some of the reasons why I think it's one of my favorites in the Fire Emblem franchise. Until next time, take care.